Good evening, Magic Mamas. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Risen Dragon here with a really cool deck tech. And normally I do a lot of stuff that's like aggro and all these things. Well, this week we're going to look at control. And we're going to look at primarily Silver Quill control, or formerly Orzhov. So this is a very interesting build, and I think I got the idea from it was either MTG Malone or Mono Black Magic of building a deck such as this. And basically the whole mechanic of the deck is just basically trying to keep our opponent's creatures off the board while also figuring out how to swing in with our own. Now the key cog to this deck is this young lady right here, Tergrid, Grot of Fright. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It's a pretty sick card. And its flip side is also pretty boss as well. Tergrid's Lantern, you target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card, and you can untap it using 3 and a black mana. So for 4 mana you can untap it and do it a few times. So let's go through the deck, and I'll try to explain kind of how things go. So first things up, we got Blood Chief's Thirst, just some nice early spot removal. Birth of Meletus. I like this card. It's actually really boss. Basically, it's a saga. You search for a basic plains, put it into your hand, so we can ramp into stuff. Also, it creates a nice defender, and it also gains us some life. Elderfang Disciple is this one's kind of a sketchy one, but I think early on we need some sort of body on the board so we can swing in and stuff. Granted, it's a very small one, but it also can cause an opponent to discard a card. We're running 2 copies of Eliminate and 2 copies of Humiliate. Humiliate is kind of cool. It's actually kind of a very, I think, underrated uncommon from Strixhaven. Basically, it's target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, and they discard that card. So you're seeing a lot of discard. You're seeing some sacrifice here as well. Vanishing Verse, exile target mono-colored permanent. This is a really good card early on, especially if we're playing a rogue build. I'm finding that this card actually works pretty well. Soul Shatter, they can sacrifice a creature, and this is kind of cool because if they have like a Goldspan Dragon or a Sedgemoor Witch, or a Bone Crusher Giant, something that's going to target us and cause us to lose life, because this card doesn't target that creature, then we don't lose that life. So there we go. Now, Treacherous Blessing. It's actually the first deck I've run with this card in it, and you get card draw, but whenever you cast a spell you lose 1 life, and whenever a Treacherous Blessing becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it, which plays well into this card, Doom Foretold. So at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If that player can't, they discard a card, lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2 life, you create a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance, and then sacrifice Doom Foretold. So that plays into it very well. Also, we're running 2 copies of Doomscar, and we're running some Elspeth Conquers Death. You really can't get much value out of the 3rd one, but definitely the 1st and 2nd chapters, you can do really well with it. And again, the aforementioned Tergrid. We're also running 2 copies of Amiria's Call for some land, and also for some late game finishing stuff. Sideboard. We're running 4 copies of Beaming Defiance. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains hexproof till end of turn. And just so it can kind of, if we're running up against some spot removal, we can kind of swap this out for maybe some of the Eliminates or Elderfang Disciples, and we can. Well, actually, that doesn't make any sense because the Elderfang's really the only thing we're running. But anyways, we're running Shatter the Sky. Shadow's Verdict, in case we're running up against some rogues builds, and we're running some duress and also some agonizing remorse. So usually I don't do a lot of control decks. Generally my style is a lot more aggro, but I figure, give this one a shot. This one seems like it is, pretty solid build. So let's play through some games and see how we do. We are against CV Tran 98, and this is tough. You know what? I think we go with it. And the reason being is with Temple of Silence, we can scry and filter. Elderfang Disciple, we can cause him to discard. I think this was a good keep. Yep, it was. Can get rid of that. All we need is just one more land, and we've got a good thing going here. Although, let's see. Ask and ye shall receive. Let's see if this gets countered. More than likely it's going to. But, not. It's gonna get shocked. Either it gets shocked or it gets, okay, well, Scorching Dragonfire is always a, card you don't like to see, but yeah, there's the Stomper Bar. Well, that's gonna be fun. Prismari is definitely a deck that is. Alright, so guess what? We're gonna do it again. Maybe. If they've got a counter, that would make me very sad. But again, now we've got that, so I think we're good. They throw down the Bone Crusher Giant. You can zap them all you want. Alright, Brazen Borrower goes bye-bye. Do you really want to bounce that back to my hand? Alright, so Bone Crusher Giant. I get that. Earth Melodus is tempting. But Doom Foretold is even better. So, we're not going to attack. They have to sacrifice the giant. In theory. Yep, they do. Now, we can even do... I mean, sure, you can bounce it back. I'm going to say that's fine. We'll see what happens, though. Okay, they're gonna look for cards. Oh, and we can also get stuff back with the Elspeth Conquers Death. Prismati Campus. Shocking. That's okay. So we have to sacrifice that, but that's okay. So now what we're gonna do is let's do Birth of Melodus, simply because I don't trust that they had a counter there. So, and that Turgid's gonna be kind of tricky to get rid of. Experimental Overload, huh? So I get that. Okay, the Opt comes back. Interesting. So they must be really fishing for cards here. Okay, so that gets in there. Let's go with Humiliate. Or not. Sure, bye. I'll take that. And I think we're good. They can play Opt. That's okay. That's okay. This deck does require a little bit of finesse to maneuver, but you do it right, and it's good stuff. I'm gonna say no blocks, and I guarantee it's gonna be Unleash Fury or something. Ooh, no. I gained 2 life. Well, ain't that special. Well, we're gonna foretell this. I still don't trust that they don't have a counter. So I'm going to say, let's play the waiting game. Okay, they can scrap. Ooh, that's kind of a fun, thing. Okay, so they get a little bit of filter as well. I like it. You know what? And here we're going to, I am going to block. I know they probably, no? Okay, they probably have like shock or something like that. Though if you're going to spend a Scorching Dragonfire or Stomp, that's okay. That's okay. Because now what I can do, now I've got a target for the Elspeth Conquers Death. So, thank you. Ooh, Amiria's Call is also very tempting. Elspeth Conquers Death is even better, though. Unless they have a null. That would just be annoying. Yeah, we could take some damage, but that's okay. Amiria's Call is coming down next. I think that's our next play. Okay, Castle Lochthwain. It's okay. I always want to call it Castle Bruce Wayne. Let's try Amiria's Call. I think this is going to get countered, though. No. Alright, well then. This could get interesting. So now we got him. Woohoo! Sweet. Sweet. And we are against Inisi 525. Fellow Silver. Looks like a Silver Tier 4. We just hit Silver Tier 4 the other day. So, anyways, this is our best of 3 matchup. I am shooting this on Mother's Day 2021. And I, again, in the intro, as I said in the intro, I hope that all the mothers out there had a happy Mother's Day. Please don't do what Martin Truex Jr. did in the NASCAR race today. He forgot to thank his mother in victory lane. Yeah, that's kind of one of those things. Well, this is actually a pretty good hand because we've got this. We can, target some stuff. We can foretell that. We can, yeah, I think we're good. The only downside is we don't have the, okay, we're going to scry. Yeah, I need some land. That is one thing about this. We need to either get to the land or we need to get to our Bertha Melodus as soon as we possibly can. Are we up against Leonin Lightscribe? Well, guess what? I'm going to see what you got. Yeah, I won't say no to that. Plumb the Forbidden, I think, yeah, Leonin Lightscribe's a pretty good card to have. So, alright, well, we're gonna get smacked. That's okay. Because we're also going to, I mean, they can play, really? Well, they can play the, yeah, they gotta, yeah, they gotta sack it. And if they don't get a creature card, they're gonna have to do it again. I think we gotta go Treacherous Blessing next turn, I think, though. And the reason being, if we don't get a land, then, that's gonna be tricky. So, I think if we get a land, I think we should be okay. Really? Okay, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Wow. Just wow. Yikes. So I think they realized that, hey, we need to, alright, we need to go Treacherous Blessing. You need to do it. I gotta find that land. And there it is. So here we go. Just throw that down. We are going to take some damage next turn. Although we can cast Doomscar. The question becomes, what would they have in hand? Okay. Alright, so, I mean, sure, they can cast Plumb the Forbidden, and yeah, so they're gonna, I mean, why? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, we're gonna take a ton of damage here. Yeah, that's gonna make things a little uncomfortable. However, we have our solution here. Just gonna hard cast this. We're gonna lose a life, but now I will say, in the last round we did. Or not last round, I should say. In one of my games today, I actually did Oh, and actually this will work out pretty good, relatively speaking, because with, well, we gotta wait, we actually have to wait until they get the, they have something they can bring back there. They're eyeing their graveyard, so I have to wonder if they have something that will bring back something here. You're thinking about it. Is there any? Yep. Alright, well, so here's what we do. Doom Foretold. We're gonna lose some life, that's okay. They sacrifice that. see, this is how things get evil in this deck. Because now we can sacrifice Treacherous Blessing. If they put down their... Okay, well, there's that. So... They had 4 Leonin Light Scribes and an Agadeem's Awakening in their hand. Okay, that works. And they are sideboarding. Sometimes what I do when I do these videos, sometimes I'll actually put in a video that's actually a loss. Mainly because of the fact that, A, I'm always looking to improve my game. So if anyone has any comments about how I can do that, certainly showing videos where I don't play so well or I miss a play or something like that, certainly that gives me some good feedback. So I think that that first game went pretty well. We got down to 6 life, and they were still, yeah, and then they were still kind of scrambling there. So, but you can see how there are some interesting latent synergies in this deck. Oh, I want to keep this. Yes, I keep this. The reason is we've got removal, and we've got the lantern. So, yeah, and we draw into some land. We got Birth of Melodus, and then I think we'll be good shape. Star Pupil, eh? Doom Foretold. Well, guess what, Star Pupil? You are going to be a not Star Pupil. Yeah. Okay, well, what are we doing next? I'm guessing Leonin Light Scribe. Yep. Okay. That works. We need that. We're gonna make them discard. And now what we can do with the Birth of Melodus is we can throw the Melodus down. We can then throw Doom Foretold down. Oops, sorry. We can throw Doom Foretold down. Humiliate. Ah, really? Okay, well, that's gonna stink. Are they... If they're smart, they'll take the Melodus. Okay, they took the Doom Foretold. Okay. Well, that's neither here nor there. But... Oh my. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we're gonna get smacked here. That's okay. Treacherous Blessing. Not yet. Not yet. I do want to get planes down. And we'll swing in for this. We're probably gonna get smacked pretty hard here. I'm almost wondering if we do the lantern, Turgid's Lantern instead. Although this is... Oh, yeah, that's going to be fun. This is actually a very intriguing deck. Okay, so Intro to Prophecy. Okay, so they get some card draw. We're taking damage. Plumly Forbidden. Yeah, so they didn't sacrifice. We're taking damage. Big time here. Okay, well, we have Humiliate. I think we do that. We do Humiliate. Yeah, Sedgemoor Witch goes. Bye-bye. And we're actually going to put a counter on that, because that could repel the Light Scribe. I know it's not going to... Oh, no, it's actually not. Because they just cast the Scry 2, they draw a card, and there's that. Yeah, so... That's okay. We can take that to the bank. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll do just fine. They seem like they might be land starved here. And yeah, we're just gonna block. So we're gonna gain life. Okay, we have that. We will gain 2 life. That's fine. We're good there. Yeah, we go with Turgid. Yeah, we go with Turgid. So, as much as I don't want to... Claudion Spirit. So I'm guessing they have something here. Okay, another Birth of Meletus. Okay, we got this. Let's take that. We are going to do Treacherous Blessing. Simply because that will work. No attacks. And now what we can do is next turn we can throw down Emiria's Call, Humiliate, unless they decide that they want to do that. Okay, they took that. Because now all we do is we just use the Elderfang Disciple as cannon fodder. I think that's what we do. I mean, we may let through the... Yeah, there. Yeah, we're just going to block with the Elderfang. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. It's fine with me. Vanishing Verse, eh? Well, guess what? We're going to do this. Yep, we're going to lose life. That's okay. And we are going to swing. Not going to worry about that. We're going to gain life again. With the Birth of Meletus. Unless they've got another Humiliate. And we got him. Oof. Alright, that worked well. Wasn't sure how that was going to play out, but... Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. Check us in the postmortem. Okay, so we are back in the postmortem for our I Am the Control Now deck. That's what I'm calling it. So as you saw in those games, I mean, this is a rather interesting deck to come up against. I think we have something here. I think it's kind of a cool build. Certainly, I'm not a major control type player. However, you've probably seen me play some like mono blue stuff. I tend more towards the aggro stuff, and this deck actually has surprised me a little bit with how well it has performed. So again, we have a lot of spot removal, a lot of sacrificing. You would throw Turgid in there, and you know it's just a fun deck to play. So I think that if you have any improvements, please check out my Aether Hub link. The deck list will be there. Don't know if I'll get to a write-up tonight because, well, teaching. It's kind of my full-time job, so I got to get to lesson planning. But anyways, I hope that you all enjoy the video. As always, leave a like. Please subscribe to my channel. I've only got about 28 subscribers. I'm a small-time gamer, really micro gamer, I guess is what we could call it. But anyways, I hope all your spells hit the board, and may all your draws be godlike. Risen Dragon is out. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.